Hey guys, Janice Vaughn. Thank you all so much for joining me. Welcome to Letting Your Light Shine. I really, truly appreciate all of your love, your kindness, support, and most importantly, your support for one another. That's why I built this community, so that all of us can help one another grow and become better people and escape narc abuse, okay? So I had to share this with you guys today because I thought this was so interesting. It is so crazy how things go in patterns, right? In life in general. So first off, let me say that I'm officially 18 months and 5 days narc free. 18 months. I am so grateful. I can't even explain the amazing amount of love and kindness and, happiness that I exude being away from that. So I didn't realize it had been that long because it's just now I'm in this normal pattern of an amazing life and I don't need to stress every day. And so I wake up and I have great days every day and I just go through my life happy. Okay, something I didn't have for so many years with a narcissist. So that was the first and foremost thing, the accomplishment. 18 months, I was like, girl, you go. All right, so here's what happened today, and it was pretty interesting. So most of my clients end up becoming my friends. I don't know why. I just think that we connect on a level. I'm always kind to people. I love to love. And so I just think that my energy is good for people. And I welcome the same energy back, right? I'm starting to recognize who is good for me and who is not. So a lot of my clients do end up becoming my friends because we kind of help each other. I explain to them my situation, what I went through, and they in turn kind of go through the healing process, and I can give them tips through their breakup or divorce or custody battle or whatever the case may be. So today I had two people that I had not heard from actually one of them I did hear from recently just because she's got some stuff going on. But one of the gals that I hadn't spoken to in about 2.5 years, she reached out to me, and I'm not going to say her name, obviously, for privacy reasons, but she goes, so cute, so cute. She said, somehow your name showed up on my feed. You put a trust together for my husband and me a few years ago, and now that I've read your story, this makes so much sense. Your then husband was right there with us the entire time, and he didn't have a job, remember? So he was pretty much like involved in everything and wanting to know everything I was doing when clients came to my home. And I even said something to my hubby afterward that I found it weird that he hung around, and I just had an odd feeling about him. Anyway, good for you. We both really liked you, but really felt uncomfortable around him. End of story. Good for you in all caps. Love yourself. You're truly a gem. And I read that today, and I just, I didn't break down in tears because I think I'm over the tear stage. I was just so grateful that somebody had the courage to extend their heart to me and let me know. Because you know what? I can't help anybody else if I don't hear from other people how they felt. So this is yet another example of how somebody who felt his presence, he was present because he was always there, and they felt uncomfortable around him. And I used to tell the narcissist all the time, I'm like, you know what? This is my business. This is what I do. You need to leave the home. When I have clients coming over to sign documents or whatever, but he insisted, and he just, no, I've got to be there to witness or do whatever he wanted to do. And I always knew in my heart that he made others feel uncomfortable. And as many times as I told him that he made others feel uncomfortable was the biggest battle of my life, because I then had to hear for 3 days how he was not making others feel uncomfortable. It was me making others feel uncomfortable. Well, I already knew that wasn't true, okay? But this is just an example for others out there to understand that when you do leave a narcissistic relationship, you are going to hear stories from people that recognized everything from the get-go. So even though you feel alone, you're not alone. People are seeing people are recognizing, people are witnessing what you're dealing with, and they watch, okay? Because although a narcissist feels like they are invincible and they don't put off any bad vibes or energy or whatever the case may be, they totally do, as we all know, right? One of the things that I did throughout the relationship is, although I was miserable, deeply saddened down below, I never changed who I was within. Janice, myself, never changed. I never changed being kind and loving to other people. I never changed being empathetic. I never changed having a caring heart. And I now know that that was one of the things that the narcissist just couldn't stand about me, because he didn't have that. He didn't know how to have that. He can't have that. People love that. I love that about other people. That's why I'm drawn to people who have the same kind of heart that I do. But it's interesting that when a narcissist feels that they are invincible, it's actually them being more vulnerable than they even realize they're being, because they try so hard to be somebody they just can't be. And people spot it dead on. Dead on, they spot it. It's like, whoa, that person's not good. The energy that somebody puts out is felt the second somebody walks into a room. So in my situation, I worked out of my home. I still work out of my home. Now it's a very peaceful home. But when the narcissist was there, I know, because I felt it myself, that when others would come in and sign paperwork or meet or talk or whatever, his presence was always there. And I know that it made others feel uncomfortable, which made me then feel uncomfortable. I remember days where I was sitting there going, yeah, I'm not feeling this right now. And I know that I wasn't on my best game, because I was so concerned about how my client or my customer was feeling, because I felt it. And I knew that if I felt it, they felt it. So that was really hard for me. So that was one of the things. And I'm very grateful for this sweet lady, and her husband are amazing people. So it made me feel good knowing that although they felt uncomfortable with him being there, they felt very comfortable with me. And for that, I'm forever grateful. And girl, you know who you are. All right. And then a little bit later today, I don't even think it was like an hour later. So this is a good friend of mine, and another client turned into friend, and she says to me, and we talked about her stuff going on a little bit, and then she said to me, P.S. I love that your ex, puke face, can see your self-help post. I find that extremely satisfying. Well, she follows me on TikTok and she follows my YouTube, and she knows, and we all know. I'm not gonna hide it. You know what? When I talk about the narcissist and all the crap that he did, I told you guys from the very moment I started my YouTube channel, my TikTok channel, and my Instagram, I will never, ever, ever be silenced again. I will not say his name. I will not degrade him. I will just let everyone else know what I have been through. And if that rubs him the wrong way, that's his problem. It's definitely not my problem, okay? He knows that he has a guilty heart. He knows that he is not the kind of person that others want in this world, but that's not for me to fix. That's for him to fix, okay? My job is to take care of me, love myself, and worry about my own life and my heart. And that's what I've been doing for 18 months, and I couldn't be happier. So please understand that I want to encourage you guys so much. You will get through what you're going through, and it will become so much better on the other side of the fence. I promise. There's a saying, the grass is always greener on the other side. However, water your own grass. I get that, and that is true. But when you're in a narcissistic relationship, no matter how much water you put on that grass, no way. Get the hell out of that grass and create your own new grass, okay? All right. Love you all. Mwah. Love and light to all of you. I appreciate y'all so much. Love yourself and love one another. Thank you.